Oh, good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna say, what the hell did I just get on? Um, yeah, we just going to get yeah. Morning. Good morning, y'all. What? On a good note, y'all. First of all, y'all be making me feel a little special, a little special. But I'm just a regular girl. I'm just a regular girl. I have been getting a lot of DMs and a lot of messages, and y'all keep saying, "When am I gonna vlog?" But y'all, every time I post a vlog, y'all don't be watching it. Y'all don't be watching it. But I said, today I'm kind of up. I'm on live a little bit earlier than I normally am. Because I'm trying to get back into my vlogging era. Got a lot going on. So I was like, you know what, I need to film it. I'm working on like my obviously adding more to my program. I've been having like I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited already when I think about it. A lot of my students that have like been getting started have been taking off. Um, and I'm just so I don't know, like I don't know. I guess that's why I decided to get on here today because I got a lot of shit I got to do. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife, mom of two, and I get on here every day to show people how they can literally start a side hustle, start making passive income, possibly even walk away from a 9 to 5 job if that's what you want to do. I myself, I am just a regular schmegler girl. Like there's nothing special about me that I have that you don't. I just, took a chance and invested in myself. I stopped being scared, stopped thinking shit was too good to be true, stopped thinking it couldn't happen for me. And I just doubled down and focused, and I was able to change really my life such a short period of time. And so I'm just passionate about helping others. I do help a lot of moms, but I'm willing to help anybody. But y'all, lately I've been getting a lot of just feedback on TikTok. A lot of y'all reach out to me talking about what can I do, what can I do, y'all. This is why I get on live to give y'all free game. So don't be afraid to ask questions. I always will get back with you. I've been getting a lot of messages. Y'all know now TikTok got that TikTok got that. Sorry, look at that. Y'all TikTok got that voice memo, which baby, that's my favorite thing. I said, oh, I'm about to be on TikTok now. They have that voice little voice memo thing. And so y'all have been sending me so many messages, but I'm like, what are you so afraid of? What are you so afraid of? What do you, again, what do you need help with? So let me explain kind of what I do. If this is your first time seeing me. So I am a serial side hustler. I am a serial entrepreneur, right? But I've always started things and then stopped. I've always started, then stopped, started and stopped. When I didn't see money coming through, I might ask to quit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, I'm wasting all my time and energy and it's not happening. And so let me just say this first. Anytime you're starting something new, anything that is worth, you know, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm just a real person. I just like to say it like this because I feel like don't nobody be want to say it. Like, baby, if you about to be making life changing money, it's gonna require work. Nothing is easy. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing. It just don't work like that. And people really truly need to understand that. Even you being on your job, you don't get paid every single day. I mean, yeah, you're getting paid for your work, but by the time you get paid, it ain't until what, 2 weeks, a week out. So you have to really think about it like that. And anytime you start something and you're starting it from scratch, you have to be patient with yourself. You have to be willing to be like, you know what? I know that this is going to pay off. I've done my research. I've done the work. I'm showing up consistently. I care about what I'm talking about. I have integrity. Let's talk about that, right? I'm not just doing this for a dollar. Yeah, we all want to make some money, and I get that, especially when you're in financial hardship, especially like in an economy like this right now when shit is just hard. I get that. But to have longevity in something, like, I cannot say this enough. You have to act as if it's coming. It's already happened. And that's why I always try to tell people, like, think about you being on your job. That job could let you go any day, right? But you showing up every single day, every single day, every single day, but you're not getting paid until 2 weeks from when that first day of the week, right? So you have to look at it like that. And with that being said, sorry, I got a little sidetracked, but I'll be having to make it motherfucking clear because y'all be, oh, it didn't, and I'm just like, I know it's the inner coach and the mentor in me where I get, sometimes I get a little irritated because y'all be like, well, I've been watching you and I've been trying to do exactly what you do and it's not happening for me. First of all, why are you trying to do what I'm doing? Why are you trying to copy off of me? You're not me, baby. Let's start there. Okay. You are not me. My story is my story. People resonate with my story. People can feel the energy. which is, you know, I get on here and say the same shit every day, y'all, and I be telling y'all that. But at the same time, I'm not trying to be like somebody else. Honestly, if we're gonna keep it all the way 100 just for a second, my story is really different because y'all, I do not go as hard in this business module. And I'm not saying that to like flex or anything like that. I definitely could. Hell, I strive to make 30K, 40K, 50K, 100K months. And I know that I can. But at the same time, I can't get upset or be mad or be frustrated with myself if I'm not putting out that type of energy. I have consistently made 10K months back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I mean, like literally on the money every single baby. I'm telling you, it may be a little bit more over, but most of the time it's always right at 10K months, right? And let me tell you something. I've been doing the same thing for the last 6 months of doing the same thing. So how can I expect different results if I'm doing the same shit, right? And that's the thing that I really hope that you understand. If you are a complete brand new person and you're new to this, it takes time. Yes, I know a lot of people portray online like as if it can happen overnight, but you need to be realistic with yourself, because if you hold on to that and be thinking, is it going to happen overnight? Is it going to happen overnight? Is it going to happen? And that's all you're concerned and you're worried about. It's never going to happen for you. And you're just going to stay in the cycle. And then two, I genuinely actually care about people, y'all. There's a lot of times where I tell y'all this all the time. Y'all know how many sales I basically just say no to because the person, they'll tell me like their schedule or they'll tell me some things that they're going through. And I'm like, sis, this ain't, if I was you, I wouldn't start that, because I would hate for you to get something and not be able to apply yourself into it. And then you just wasting your time, and then you just wasting your money. Not even necessarily that you wasted your money, but it's just like, not everybody has that type of money, you know, sitting around. So again, I could just be like, oh, go ahead and buy it, sis. Go ahead and buy it. But I believe in having integrity. I believe in being a good person. I believe in being honest with people. Before, you know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to get a dollar out of somebody. And that's another thing that's important. Again, I know if you may be in a hardship or whatever and you need money, that's fine, but you should never ever operate out of desperation. You should never operate out of like, I gotta get this money back out. Because I mean, I'm telling you, it's something psychologically that's gonna fuck up your whole journey in this. Again, you want to genuinely learn information, right? Apply it to your life and show up as in like, okay, this is where I was at. Let me, and that's why I get on here, y'all, and share. Hey, Christian, look, I was just talking about you, baby. You, just everybody, mama been hitting me. Like I've been getting a lot of like hits on TikTok. I guess because we love that. We love that new voice memo, feature. I love it too, because y'all know I don't like to type shit. Okay, baby, let me call you or let me send you a message all day. Oh no, I wasn't saying that. I was just saying like I've been getting a lot of all of a sudden, because TikTok is really not my main platform. YouTube is, but you know, obviously YouTube, we need a messaging platform bad. We need that. But no, I've just been saying that. Y'all know I'll be happy to help y'all in any way. And that's why I'm always saying, like, hop in these lives. That's what I'm here for, you know, to answer any questions that you have. But I'm just kind of just, you know, me always sharing my story. But no, but two, like, I just really want to highlight the fact that like when people be saying like, oh, I've been doing what you've been doing, I've been trying, I'm getting on live and I'm on live for 2 hours a day and it's not happening for me, y'all. I know some people that don't get on live at all. Again, don't get in this trying to copy what somebody else is doing or whatever. Like, yes, you can use people for inspiration, but literally be your own person. When I started Airbnb, when I started real estate, I try to copy and do what I seen other people doing because I get it. I didn't know what I was doing. And now looking back, that is what held me back, because I wasn't trying to find my own way. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being an expert. It's about figuring out and what works for you. And it's the same thing when it comes to affiliate marketing, digital marketing. Yes, there is a course, right? And if you really let's just break this down like step by step. Okay, there's a course, right? The program, the community that I am there's 128,000 people in there. When I got in there, it was 42,000 people. 42,000 people, right? Which when I got in there, I was like, damn, that's a lot of people. Like I was just so thrown away, because again, like I don't know if y'all ever bought like different courses, different programs on like YouTube or whatever like that. I agree. Being yourself and authentic is the best, because people will see who you are. Yes, absolutely. And people can feel your energy. Like I can't say that enough, y'all. People know when you're just like on live and it's not genuine. And like, I don't know, maybe because I don't know, it's the coaching in me, the mentoring in me. I be seeing it. I'm like, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit right here. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, so when I got started and I seen so many people like that, I don't know about like that made me feel so confident because I was like, okay, surely it's 42,000 motherfuckers in here now. Granted, they might not all be making money from this, but a high percentage of them, because look how many people are in here. When you buy a course off of YouTube and shit like that, you can't see. You're just in this course. A motherfucker sold you the dream and was like, oh yeah, you're gonna make all this money, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, but you don't really see it. So that's why I'm always telling people, like I tell my students daily, y'all, if you are in this space or you've been in this space for a while and it hasn't happened for you, and maybe you have a course, maybe you've been sitting on something, maybe you've been thinking about it, right? The biggest thing that I'm always saying is, and this is what I'm saying, it's not about copying off of nobody. I like to look and read people's stories because yeah, sometimes you are a little bit hard on yourself where you're like, well, I've never made any money online. That's the biggest hang up for so many people because they've never seen 1 cent online. They think it's just so hard to achieve. I myself, I remember when I first got my first UGC deal, I was like, bro, I literally just got paid. And it wasn't no goddamn money, y'all. It was $50. But I was like, I just got paid $50. $50 to, you know what I'm saying? Like to do something that I love to do. And it's like, we have to get used to that. We have to, we got to let that sit in and really just, it can happen for you. There is nothing special about me. There's nothing special about oh girl, oh boy, or whatever that you can't do the exact same thing. So please, please, please start right there. And this is why y'all, the making the money. And this is why I'm trying to tell y'all, as a person that does not go as hard in this business module and I'm able to make what I make. Yes, I too would love to make more, but I know that I need to apply myself more. I know I need to show it more. Honestly, I love my job that I work. You know what I'm saying? My 9 to 5 is very low effort. We love that. Okay. I love that I have insurance and I ain't got to worry about that. I got my family plan, baby. I love getting bonuses for my job and it just works for me. So that's what I'm saying. My story is my story. I'm not going to get on live and tell you, hey, quit your job tomorrow. Da, da, da. I mean, baby, if that's what you want to do what you got to do. But like I said, baby, I pay cash for my car. I'm not driving around in rentals. I don't have a car, baby. Baby, I'm paying an extra anywhere from sometimes I pay 500. Sometimes I just pay a whole extra payment on my house payment. These are the things that I wanted to do. So again, you have to make up in your mind what you want your journey to be. Okay. So, but anyways, but the course that I got started with anyways, I was just blown away because again, I never thought that I was going to come across an opportunity where, yeah, not only can I resell this course and make money from it, but it opened up the door, y'all. It's literally layers within layers of how you can monetize yourself online. I don't know about y'all. I never really, it's crazy. I love YouTube. I've always wanted to do YouTube and like vlog and stuff like that, but I ain't gonna lie, don't like me watching my shit, right? So I took what I loved and I enjoyed, right? I wasn't trying to be like anybody else. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start vlogging. And this is kind of when I blew up a little bit on YouTube. Not like blew up like that, but this is when I started getting like, when I finally got monetized and people actually started watching my videos. I was like, well, I'm not going to change who I am, baby. Stay not watching my little family vlogs. I'm doing this digital marketing journey and I'm going face forward. I'm going to start documenting because again, I love to help people. So I'm like, I'm going to start documenting and show people what I do behind the scenes and how you can do it too. I'm showing you I'm at Target and how I set my phone up on a freaking bottle and film myself and how this video just paid me $500. If I can do this, you got a Target? Well, we can't go to Target, but you got a Walmart, you got a Meijer or something, a Kroger, whatever. Like y'all, it is not. And that's the thing. And this is why I'm telling you, baby, if the internet hadn't paid me this much money, baby, I'm telling you, I would be deuces because that is the part that I really dislike about it, that people feel like they have to live this aesthetic lifestyle, or people feel like they have to, I don't know, like go out and rent cars just to create some content in order to get people to buy. Baby, if I got to do all that, y'all can have this shit. Like for real, humbly, y'all can have this shit. I feel you because that's $50 you didn't have to work for hard at a 9 to 5 job. That's what people got. And exactly. And people see these huge numbers. And again, you can make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, can we appreciate the small things? Can we appreciate the small things? And that's the thing. Like, y'all, I wish I could. I'd be wanting to call some of the people that be sending me messages out so bad. Like, well, what's $100? What's $200? Do you have it right now? Do you have like anything is a blessing? And that's why I'm saying on your job, I get it. If you on your job and you're miserable and you hate it, that's a completely different story. Hell yeah, I would love for you to walk away from your job. And this should motivate you to do that. But again, like that's not my story. I'm not gonna get on here and tell y'all you're gonna be able to quit your job in 30 days. Da, 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 da. Have I helped people and they've done that? Absolutely. I've seen people quit their jobs and then they fell off. And then they wouldn't do it when they wasn't showing up online like how they were supposed to. So again, like get in this, and this is why I'm always saying pray, talk to God, like it really is important, and ask him to lead you and guide you in this. God, I mean, I'm telling you, every time I talk to Jesus, I'm like, God, I'm telling you, is it time? Can I walk away? Is it time for me to walk away? But it's like, no, this economy that we're going in, y'all, all money is good money. In entrepreneurship, it's up and down. There are days where I make $3,000. There are also days where I make absolutely nothing. But again, I am full. I'm well aware that that is on me, right? And again, you can create digital marketing, affiliate marketing allows you to make money in your sleep, and I love that. But it's up and down. It is up and down all the time. So the point is, and why I love the course that I got started was it opened the door, and like I was saying, it kind of allowed me to really dive in a little bit deeper. I got into it. I just wanted to resell the course. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't trying to do shit else. I was like, this is all I want to do or whatever. But by me standing there being consistent, I ain't even gonna say it forced me, but it like motivated me to look into other things, which is why I started doing mentorship, which is why I started looking into, I looked back into UGC and knowing how to negotiate, which is why I created my own community, my own course. Hell, I shared this story with y'all. I had someone that paid me, which I'm thinking about adding it to my actual website going forward. What you say, Christian? I know once I do, things will really blow up. Yeah. But I'm telling you, like, the best way, and I'm just saying this, y'all, as a mentor and as a coach, like for y'all that have been in this space and you're not seeing the sales that you want to see, have you really asked yourself, are you showing up consistently every day? Are you proud of the content that you're posting, or do you feel like it's a task? Do you feel like it's just, oh, let me, because I got to be consistent? Because I'm telling you, the moment that you really tap into you, and I know that sounds corny, and I know it sounds corny, but seriously, the moment that you tap into who you truly are, like I'm telling y'all, when I used to get on live, when I first got started, I did feel like I needed to do this, this, and that, but I was like, you know what, fuck it. And that's why sometimes, as much as I say I don't like faceless marketing, I do, because it, not that I was hiding. I was hiding who I was. Shit, let me just say it. I was. You know what I'm saying? I showed up as a whole white girl, whatever like that, and I was mysterious. And it allowed me to, when you're starting out, you're always like afraid of like people pocket watching you. Like, what's this girl talking about? She made, you can make anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a day or whatever like that. And you have your family members, your so-called friends, whatever, reaching out. Oh, well, if you got that, then you need to let me borrow it. And it's like you don't want to deal with that, right? So that's one thing that a lot of people deal with when they get started. Then two, just feel like you don't really know what you're doing. Everybody thinks it's all about the money, but the skill, y'all, and that's really what divides poor people from people that actually have wealth. It's not about like, poor people think money is for just, bills. And that's it. Where wealthy people think like, no, this money is for me to flip this money, 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 for me to flip this money. And once you learn those type of things, it really allows you and forces you to show up differently. So I say this to say, y'all, I know y'all tired of hearing about courses. I know y'all think this shit is too good to be true, but I'm telling you, if you fix your fucking mindset, not even a course, there are so many other ways. If you double down and be consistent with YouTube, you can start making a lot of money, and you're actually giving value to people and show up consistently. You can make a lot of money from that. I just find that going with a course that's already popular, that people already know about it, right? It's just so easier to show up. I get on live and talk about it and show you how you can get started. I help you get started. Like, to me, that's easy, but for somebody else, that might not be your thing, right? You may take off on YouTube. You may take off in UGC. The point is to consistently show up, believe in what you're talking about, not treat it as if, hey, y'all want to buy this shit today because I need the money. Like, that's what it be giving. Some people be doing online, y'all. Like, where's the passion? Okay. I don't want to buy no shit from nobody. And it's just like, hey, Sabrina, how you doing, sis? So yeah, but anyways, y'all, let me just finish. Let me finish giving y'all my speech because I wasn't gonna be here, but I gotta go to my workout class at 11. But so anyways, I got started with the course. It's called Digital Wealth Academy. And I was so impressed. I was so excited once I got inside because it was a community, right? And then to see people like live that, are 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners, right? And to see people that look like me was also important because a lot of the different programs that I came across, I ain't see no black girls. Maybe I didn't. And that also, like, I mean, not that I was afraid to be the pioneer for us, but I was just like, well, damn. But when I found out about DWA, I found out from one of my favorite. It's crazy how just so many opportunities happen. Like, I have watched Missy Lynn for years. I don't know if y'all know who Missy Lynn is. She's on YouTube. She's known for like beauty and stuff like that. She's a OG YouTuber. Hey, Edward, I'm good. How you doing? And it's just crazy how like I was watching and I was praying for God to send me an opportunity. And I kept seeing everybody talking about these courses, like, right, like the end of 2023, 2024, everybody and their mama was talking about courses. And I'm like, bro, I didn't bought all these courses off the line. I didn't went on Hootsuite and all that bullshit. And like, they always leave you feeling like lost. They always feel like what is the next step? How do I get there? Or it be them, y'all ever download one of them courses off of Facebook and it's like a person talking, but you can't see their face, and then it just like leads you down this rabbit hole, and you like, what? Like, I thought this was supposed to change my life. Then it makes you feel a certain type of way about you. Like, I feel like that's really a setup. So, anyways, I was like, man, I know there's a way. There's got to be something. Like, I'm not even, which I was shooting low, but I was like, I'm not even tripping off of trying to make 30K, 40K. Bitch, I just want to make 1,000. If I could make extra $1,000, baby, I could talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's honestly how I felt. And I kept seeing people talk about master resale rights, and I was just like, damn, what does this mean, right? But only thing that I knew at the time was how to do UGC. I had, like I said, I made my first little $50, thought I was doing something. Then I, continue to stay at it, continue to work on my craft, continue to do my research. Let's say that, continue to do my research. And I got better. My $50 started turning into $100. The $100 started turning into 300, 300 turned into 5. And then I even landed my first, what's it called, retainer, where you get paid from a brand like for multiple months. And so I thought I was, doing the thing. I was like, Chad, I don't need to get one of these goddamn courses. But then I seen everybody was like, well, you can make all this money from selling a PDF. Like, literally put your knowledge in a PDF and sell it for like $27. Sell it 100 times a day. That's 27. I wasn't mad at that. I was like, okay, that's a lot. But surely people will buy something for $27 and you get it on a payment plan. And this is how my mindset was so fucked up, y'all. So I took all the knowledge that I had because I was feeling myself. I thought that, with all my experience from UGC, I could talk shit, which my shit was hard, right? But I didn't know about marketing. I didn't know about branding. I didn't know about pre-launching. I didn't know about all these skills that I didn't realize. And it's so crazy because when I mentor people and I talk to so many of y'all online, y'all be so like, I got this product and my product's the shit, and I don't understand why ain't nobody buying my stuff, whatever like that. And I'm like, baby, calm down. Do you know about marketing? Do you know? Because again, I was once there, so I get it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and you should be confident. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, right? And so, but anyways, from there, that is what hopped me and prompted me into getting into this space of digital marketing, affiliate marketing, and selling somebody else's product, y'all. The fact that I sell and I have been selling the same product for over a year plus of something that somebody else created, and it literally is my moneymaker. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing special that I have that none of you guys don't, right? I just took the time to go in and learn the information, fall in love with the information. I think that's really important. Because if you are not resonating with it, and I've had students, for example, that have had different courses like UBC, SWC. What was that other one when I first started? Child, I can't remember. Roadmap. A lot of people, I don't even know if that exists anymore, if that's a thing anymore. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but I don't know. I don't never hear nobody talk about roadmap now. But anyways, I had a lot of students when once I started taking off of my journey and I started making, obviously consistent money, then I hopped into mentoring because people would be like, hey, could you help me? And my dumb ass was helping people for free, but God bless me in return. But anyways, so I would notice that, they didn't believe in the program they was talking about. Roadmap is relaunching too. Okay, I'm about to say I ain't heard nobody talk about it. You have that too, Christian? But yeah, a lot of them, I'm like, they would be struggling. I'm like, okay, girl, get DWA, or sir, get DWA. And it's like, you have to, y'all. I know it's kind of corny. I mean, unless you just are a hell of a liar. I don't want to say liar, but unless you just can convince people, like, baby, I feel like if I didn't believe in some shit, y'all would know it, because I can't get on here and lie. I just can't. Like, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Like, I used to have another course that I used to talk about, and honestly, I didn't talk about. I did make over $50,000 plus from just selling the PLRs in the program, but you never heard me talking about that program because I ain't believing in shit. And that, again, that's just me. I'm not saying that that's what y'all can do, but y'all, that is the key to all of this. You have to believe in what you're talking about. People can feel your energy. People know the way you say it, the way you talk about. Y'all get online and say the same thing every single day. You know why? Because I believe in what I talk about, because it really has changed my life, because I really did buy my Range Rover cab, baby, got the title to it. I really did fix my credit. I really did start an Airbnb business. I really did start a Turo business, because these things really, really happen. You know what I mean? All from me believing that it could happen for myself. Again, when I got started, hell no, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I was determined. I was like, baby, this shit gotta work. Failure is not an option. I'm gonna stick with it. You know what I mean? And then even there, I'm not gonna lie, it started to get kind of old. Like, don't get me wrong, I love making the money, but I'm one of them type. Y'all know that meme where Rihanna be like, once I've done something, like, I'm bored with it, like, I just want to move on. That's me, because, like, even though we're making money. I don't have roadmap, but it was one of the many courses I researched before choosing DM. Me too, Christian. And I'm glad I went with DWA. I'm so glad I went with DWA. Good morning. Hey, Tonisha, how are you? What is PLR? PLR is private label rights. So anytime you can buy like an ebook and guide or checklist, anything that people are basically somebody put together that you can resell as your own, you just need to go and cut like y'all. And that's the thing. When it comes to PLRs, please make sure y'all customizing these PLRs. Damn it. Okay. Because there's so many people, and that can ruin your brand, y'all. I've been meaning to talk to y'all about that because I actually am about to put this vault back on my website because I know a lot of people are just like, hey, I don't want to buy a course, but I'm trying to make passive income. So I'm trying to put a vault together, like I have business PLRs, credit PLRs, and you can buy it and sell it. Like literally, it's going to cost $27. Like it's cheap as hell, but there's so many PLRs in there. But you need to customize it and make it your own, y'all. Because if somebody's reselling it over here, and then they come on your website and they buy it from you, and they download it, and it's the same shit that Crystal got over here, they gonna cuss your ass out because they gonna be like, even though like they didn't know that you bought that, but it can ruin your business, and that's something that you want. So always go in there and customize them and make them your own, please, 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 because it can ruin your name. Oh, y'all, let me finish. I got sidetracked real fast. But anyways, so what was I talking about, y'all? As far as the course and what I do. So yeah, so I started and I had this mind frame of thinking like, oh, well, I'm just gonna resell the course because when I got my first sale and I was on live, I was like, damn, okay, I really did. Like, not saying that I got into this thinking that, not saying that I got into this thinking that I wasn't gonna make no money. I just didn't know it was gonna happen so quickly, like how it did. But I was truly passionate. It was so easy for me to show up. It was so easy for me to be on live 2-3 hours a day because it was so much to talk about. Like I was so excited to learn this information. It actually made sense. It actually led me in the proper direction, right? So that's why I was so hyped to talk about it. And then from there, I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm just going to resell this course. All I got to do is get on live. And y'all, at this time, I'm faceless, right? I'm like, all I got to do is get on live, baby. These people think I'm a whole white woman. Do you have a website builder course? No, but when you get started with me, I do do your website. I do build your website for you. If you want, like, it's just like Stand Store, like Beacons, or are you talking about an actual, you're trying to like set up your website? Because y'all knew you can set up your website through through Canva, and then just like buy your domain or whatever. But yeah, so when I got started, y'all, I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. Because I know I got some new people here that y'all never seen me before. So when I got started with DWA, okay, I started off faceless, right? And if y'all don't know what faceless marketing is, basically because you don't want people pocket watching, because you don't want your family in your business or whatever like that, which is completely normal, right? I use stock content. Now at the time, I was a whole white woman online, y'all. I was doing the matcha with the G-Wagons, the aesthetic lifestyle, right? Going to the coffee shops, baby. I had all that stock content. Still use it, still have it to this day. Sometimes I give it to my students. So if you ever want to get started and you're like a shy person or whatever, you can be faceless. But I will say this. I'll start saying it like this. There are pros and cons to going faceless in this world of the internet where so many scams is going on. I don't know if y'all read the comments when people like are posting like AI content. The regular folks, they be in their feelings a little bit. They be like, well, she could just get on here and lie and say that she in Dubai or whatever because she made AI content. So it kind of turns certain people off, but then sometimes it's just like nobody cares, right? Because the average person, they do love a good aesthetic. They do love, the G-Wagons and stuff like that. And that's a part of stopping people in their scroll and getting their attention, right? So you can use that. But I just think that it does take a little bit longer to build trust with people online versus like, hey, y'all see me, I show up crusty and dusty, this is what I look like. I'm gonna show you how to make money. Y'all shouldn't be worried about what I look like, damn it. I'm just trying to show you how to make this money, okay? So to each his own. But if you are someone that wants to get started and you want to start making passive income and you're nervous, then definitely go to the faceless route. I always tell my students that do, and I've convinced a lot. I don't know if I got anybody in the live right now that have got started. Like I had a few students, and don't get me wrong, they're making money and stuff like that. But I'm like, do it in your way. I wouldn't necessarily use the stock content because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the same stock content, everybody and their mama got it. So it's like the whole point is for you to stand out. The whole point of doing all of this, y'all, is for you to position yourself as the expert. Why should people come to you? Why should people ask questions from you? Why should people buy from you versus Tina or Christopher or whatever, right? So you really have to think about it like that. And so I tell like a lot of students that like, if you don't want to show your face, there's so many different creative ways. You can have POV shots where it's literally like, I don't even know, like y'all, they got neck cameras, right? You can show yourself, type it on the computer, you driving, and that'll create like some kind of mystery or whatever. But all I know is when you show up where people can hear your voice, send voice notes in the DMs and stuff like that. Now that TikTok has a little voice memo option, at least that way people will know that it's really you. Because again, It's a lot of scams out here. There's a lot of stuff going on. What you say? I've been on your channel before, just never seen you live. Oh, really? That's kind of shocking because I'm always on live. I get on live every single. You must be a morning person. I'm usually on live in the evenings, but yeah, I go live pretty much every single day to help, and that's why I'll be trying to tell people, baby, this is where I get my money in. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, okay? I'm not gonna be like, oh well, it comes. No, it comes from lives. It definitely does, y'all. But no, so you definitely can be faceless, but I just think it's, again, y'all, when I was faceless, I was on live for like 3-4 hours a day. I was posted multiple times a day. I was in my stories and everything like that. So again, if any of y'all are in this space, I don't know if I have anybody. I've seen Christian, I think Edward. If any of y'all are like, struggling with to get sales, are you posting every single day, 3 times a day? Are you educating, motivating? Are you doing the same thing at your audience? Are you using those same hashtags, digital marketing, digital, whatever like that? I'm telling you, it's going to keep you in a cycle of not getting anywhere. Stand the fuck out on purpose, okay? Because that's what it's going to bring in people. And then again, don't be afraid to do too much, because again, if you believe in what you're talking about or whatever, and it can really change people's lives, then who cares? I had people, I don't get those messages like that anymore, but I remember, sorry, y'all, my foot is itching. But I used to have so many people hit me up and send me messages talking about, you get on live and you say the same thing. Bitches, you was making 10K a month. Say, wouldn't you get on live and say the goddamn, what do I need to get on here and switch my story up for, honey? It's working. Okay. So again, like, it's not about trying to do too much. It's about, again, what makes sense. And then again, having integrity, y'all. There's people in my live that when I get off of here that hit me up and I talk to you and they're like, hey, I really want to get started. And I'm like, hey, so what does your job look like right now? Well, I really don't have the money right now. And, this is my like people, y'all, please don't spend y'all last. Okay. I hope you have a little something extra to the side, because you can get started on a payment plan and that's great. Right. But again, I never want anybody operating out of desperate energy ever, ever, ever. Because again, when you are like, when is the money coming? When the money coming? When the money coming? When the money coming? When the money coming? It's never going to come. It's never going to come. It's never going to come. Like, because I'm saying, as a person that went through that was in that cycle of that, it's never going to come. Okay. This is something that when you get started, you really just have to be like, okay, I'm doing this to make passive income, to, maybe set myself up, So yeah, like I said, if you want to eventually walk away from your job, you can do that, but never, ever, ever operate out of desperate. And again, I be feeling bad. I'd be like, nah, sis, hit me up when you get a little more, because people be telling me their personal business. They be like, my light bill about to get cut off, but I'm trusting. I'm like, girl, don't tell me that shit. I don't want to hear that. Like, no, ma'am. Hey, I'm like, please do never do that, y'all. Never, ever, 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 ever do that. Okay. Because I promise you from experience, this shit ain't gonna happen. But does anybody have any questions about what I do? Or if you would like to know more, like I said, y'all been sending me these messages and I try to, y'all know TikTok, I can't stand the messaging platform just because it take forever for y'all to get through. So ask away. This is what I'm here for. I usually don't really show the course. You can check out my YouTube channel. I have a lot of information on there. But y'all, when I tell y'all DWA truly changed my life, y'all, and I haven't even reached my full potential with it. And that's why I'm just telling y'all, as a person that still works her 9 to 5, the things that I've been able to do, and I'm so grateful for. And again, I'm just a regular person. I don't even like, can I say this? I don't even like being on the internet, y'all. I don't. But like I said, the internet paid me, so that's why I'm here. Okay. So if y'all have any questions, like I said, feel free to put them down. Don't be shy. But y'all look into affiliate marketing, digital marketing, because it truly can change your life. And the fact that you can make an uncapped amount of money from selling someone else's product is insane. And then, like I said, by being consistent and showing up, because that's a part of it, it can also open up so many doors for other things. Like when I started being consistent on YouTube, right? Before, I was posting my little family vlogs, wasn't nobody watching that shit, right? And because I wasn't really giving value, nobody cares about your personal story, like unless you just have this cult following right in the beginning. But then I was like, well, I really like blogging. I really don't like to do sit down videos because I'm not a structured person. I said, oh, boom, I'm going to start vlogging what it's like to run a business, what it's like to be, I don't consider myself a digital marketer, but running a digital marketing business, how to sell products, how do I position myself, how do I come up with my content ideas and things like that, right? That's what I started doing. And then my YouTube my YouTube channel started taking off. And then from there, because I'm being consistent, now I'm getting brands reaching out to me and asking me, hey, do you want to create content? We like your personality. So again, and I'm getting paid from that. And then I got monetized on YouTube. So I'm saying, like, once you get started and you're consistent with it and you believe in it, yeah, you're gonna have some days where it sucks and you feel like, damn, ain't nobody watching my shit, ain't nobody liking my shit, ain't nobody sharing my shit, ain't nobody in my live. But you just have to keep going. Because again, and that's why that's the piece that a lot of people don't get. Are you in love with what you're talking about? Are you enjoying what you're talking about? Or are you just treating it as, because I got to get this money by tomorrow? Because if that's the case, then the shit ain't gonna happen for you. It just won't. You know what I mean? Because, and I see so many people where they start, oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna do, and then you disappear. And then you like, well, it didn't happen for me. You gave yourself 3 days. Like, of course it didn't happen for you. Like, what was you expecting? You know? I need to get into that room of classes. I'll check out your description by Unbiased LLC. Yes, it's just if you click the link that's in the description, you definitely I would love to help you. A lot of my mentorship students that are getting the mentorship bundle are really taking off. Oops, sorry, y'all. I always forget to put my damn phone on do not disturb. A lot of my students that are getting the mentor, like, it's going, like, y'all, I'll be really like, because it's the thing, and this is my struggle, and sometimes I'll be like, maybe this is why y'all know I like to be honest and vulnerable with y'all. Sometimes I'm like, well, maybe this is why I haven't hit them 30K, 40K, 50K months, because I am very, like, I don't know, I'm just humble, I guess. Like, I put together your content plan, I set up your website for you, and I really am with you, like, until you can get your first couple of sales and really take off. Because I'm telling y'all, in the beginning, like, one thing that I've noticed about everybody, whether it's my student or not, is we all start off in this space of just like, you don't know what you're doing, right? So you try to, essentially copy off of what somebody else is doing or try to follow along. And it's like, again, the faster you tap into who you are, your story, and sharing your story. Yeah, this might not be normal. Yeah, this might not be a trending thing to talk about, but I'm being myself. That's when people are going to resonate with you. All of us have room to have our own communities and people that fuck with us. You know what I mean? So get it out of your head now, thinking that you have to. I don't know what they look. They said your hand supposed to be itching for some money on the way. What do you mean if your foot itching? But you really have to, like, get that out of your head. And so that's why I really feel like a lot of my students that I've been mentoring have been truly taken off, because, like, I guess when it comes to the content, I'm just gonna pop my shit. When it comes to the content, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay. And again, you would think that I would be a little bit more consistent for my own shit. But again, my sales come from live. Okay. So I don't be focused on shit like that. But I help you literally with your hashtags, because people, when they first get started, they be using digital marketing, this hashtag digital wealth, hashtag digital journey. It's like, bitch, you ain't getting nowhere. JoJo, where you been at? I keep calling you out every time you hop in my live, because where you been at, sis? I ain't seen you on none of the ICM calls. Like, look, you done left me. You ain't in ICM no more. Okay, sis, what I do? I've been trying to be here, trying to motivate you, sis. What did I do? Is TikTok easier than Instagram as far as presenting an offer? Yes. You want me to say it? Yes, it sure the hell is. It sure is. Well, and this is the thing though. TikTok is gonna push you. Period. You know what I'm saying? Gosh, I don't know what. I promise I took a shower, y'all. Now I'm a little sweaty because I went walking before this, but damn, for sure. I would say definitely, honestly, if I was to start my journey completely over from scratch. So this is the thing, y'all. Instagram, and this is where people be fucking up at. I say as a beginner, YouTube, TikTok for sure, right? And I don't even fuck with TikTok like that. Like, no shade TikTok, but I don't. But the reason why I say that is because, again, when you're a beginner and you get started, you kind of all over the place, right? TikTok don't give a damn about you being all over the place. YouTube don't give a damn about you being all over the place. Instagram, baby, you better talk about the same thing over and over and over. Don't try to switch up and do different shit on Instagram and you started from a brand new page. Baby, do the same shit. Instagram loves to niche down from the very beginning. Like, that's just what it is. You can post something on YouTube, use the proper hashtags like YouTube Shorts and shit like that. Use the proper hashtags and everything. And your day too, I've seen it. I've had students that have done it. Your content will take off. Your content will get views. Instagram, baby, lets you post something one day talking about, let's say, Digital Wealth Academy. Then the next day you talking about just leaving your 9 to 5. Then the next day you talk. It gets really confused a lot faster. So I'm telling you, if you're a beginner, definitely start. I'm always gonna tell you start on YouTube, because YouTube it just only makes sense. But TikTok too. You can be all over the place. TikTok is really a platform where you can grow really faster. But honestly, I'm just kind of like an old school girly. And I love, like, no offense, like if you have 100,000 followers on TikTok, that really don't mean shit versus 100,000 followers on YouTube, right? You're a little bit more respected. Not saying I'm not knocking baby, followers is followers, right? But I will say a lot of people will just follow you just to be following you on TikTok. I want the people that I can help, that they're going to get motivation from me, they're going to be inspired from me to follow me, and that's the only reason why I kind of sometimes strive away from TikTok. But I think both of those platforms are definitely, I would always say, lately that's what I've been telling a lot of my students. Hey, YouTube for sure, and TikTok second for sure. Instagram, if you are someone who wants to be like an aesthetic person, I think again, and if you're going to niche down and really focus on talking about one thing, letting that one thing grow and allowing yourself to be known for that, because Instagram loves, and even the guy, I can't think of his name right now, he even said that, like, they literally, the way that their algorithm is set up is because they want to deliver people to the right type of audience. And if you are trying to do so many different things, it's confusing, and it's going to take you forever to grow. That's why a lot of people stay stuck for so long. And then when you notice, like, I've even some of like my big creator friends, they always tell me, like, that's why I grew my platform on TikTok or on YouTube, and then I came over to Instagram, and people just will follow you, you know, over there because they loyal and whatever, and they like your content. And then it's really good for like IG is really good for you know, like brand deals and shit. I remember when I went live for the first time, it was only me and an unknown subscriber. I kept going, you have to, y'all, like, expect in that. But again, like, ain't nothing wrong with that, sis. I get on live all the time and nobody's in my live. And hear me when I say this. 99% of the sales that I make and how I make money and help people get started and start mentoring people is from my live. So I'll post that bad boy up and people go back and watch it. So, I mean, so what? You know what I mean? And y'all, that's another thing. And it's another way that people will look at you differently. The whole point of this, if you are someone that's interested in getting into the affiliate marketing space, digital marketing space, right, to make money, is you have to show up as the expert. You have to show up. And now again, I say expert, I say as this professional, but it's not about knowing everything. And that's why I love selling done for you digital products, because I didn't create the course that I'm selling. I just know about a lot of I know 99% of the information in there. And if I don't know, I know where I can find it to help people and be able to answer their questions and stuff like that. So you just got to show up being confident. Act like you know what you're talking about. I see so many people, they'll get on live and they be like, well, I think that inside of the course that they got, I think that they got, girl, I'm not going to buy no shit from you. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. So all of that stuff matters. It really does. Body language, the way you talk, the way you come off. So again, and that's why it's so important to know what you're talking about. A lot of my students, when they get started, I don't tell them, hey, day one, day two, to hop your ass on live. Give it some time. Okay. Like, give yourself some time to really know the program, because people are listening to you word for word, and she lying. You know what I mean? People be looking to try to pick something out. So again, like, really give yourself time to learn the program and fall in love with it and find your transformation in it. I have so many students that get started and they're like, girl, I didn't know what a reel was. I didn't know about pre-launching. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about that. Okay, well, talk about that, because there's somebody else that feels exactly how you feel and are thinking like they thought like, oh, that shit was too good to be true. Or I didn't know I could get paid doing UGC without having any followers. Well, then talk about that and share that when you're on live. Share that in your content, because again, that energy, I promise you, y'all, people can feel it. They can feel it. TikTok is hard to me, but I really don't like IG either. I used to think that too, that TikTok was hard, but I'm again, y'all, I'm just a regular smuggler girl. And like, I had to like I too kind of stayed away from TikTok, sis, because I was like, I don't talk fast. I mean, I talk fast, but I'm like, I don't talk fast. I'm not about to be, y'all, I'm not a person that's going to tell you. I struggle to the point where my supporters and subscribers and stuff, y'all be telling me all the time, talking about, say like, baby, if you want to like the live, like it. I'm not going to tell y'all to do it. I mean, and so that's the only reason why I've kind of always shied away. Because I'm not going to tell people to show me love. If you want to show me love, baby, show me love. Like, I'm not going to beg for it. It is what it is. I'm just here to convey the message. Okay. I'm just here to let y'all know, hey, if you want to learn how to start making anywhere from $400 to $1,000 a day, doing this, selling a product that you ain't have to create and just showing up, baby, that's all I'm here for. If you want to like the shit, like the shit. That's the only thing that I don't like about it. But no, sis, hey, baby, it's the money to be made on TikTok. Okay. Going live. You got TikTok shop, all those things. It's a great way. And then you can do that stuff. I think it would be a lot harder to go to be a faceless creator, but I don't know. Maybe none of my faceless people do. Now that I think about it, damn, don't let them do TikTok. That's right. I don't want to niche down. Don't put me in a box. But I will say this is there's nothing wrong with, I hate the word niche, y'all. I really do. It really is like, oh, It's more so your brand. What do you want your brand to be? And that's where people be fucking up online. Because again, they think like, for example, my niche is motherhood, right? I'm always talking about moms. I'm always talking about how I can help moms. I help moms make money on online, right? And then you want to have like content pillars of what you're talking about. And so where it can get difficult is, and why niching is a good thing, y'all, again, because you want to be positioned as the expert in that whatever topic that you're talking about. So again, I position myself online to, I make moms laugh. Sometimes I post memes and stuff like that, and people like my videos. I used to go, my videos used to go viral a lot. I don't really post them as much as how I used to, but I would do that. But then I started showing moms how to make money online. And so if I wanted to incorporate just motivation, moms dealing with mom guilt and stuff like that, it still comes down to like, oh, whenever you go to Sierra's page, you know it's gonna have something to do with motherhood. So it's not that niche, it's not it's putting you in a box for a good reason. Because again, do you want to be talking about something like, say you talking about how to make money online, right? But only gaming people are seeing your videos. Well, that ain't gonna help your ass because they ain't gonna buy shit from you, right? So don't look at, and I know that a lot of people, when they hear that terminology, niche this, niche down, and all that, it makes them feel a certain type of way, but it really is the exact opposite. Just like how people be like, oh, the algorithm is against me, it's shadow banning me, and this and that. But it's like, are you constantly trying to switch things up and change up your strategies? Like, keep doing what's working. Now you can tweak things a little bit, but I see so many people where it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do this, and it's like you never gave yourself time to consistently do something and watch it get better and watch it get better. You just moved on to the next goddamn thing. And that's where people be fucking up. So don't look at it like that, sis. It really niching. I just hate the word niche. I say personal brand. What do you want your brand voice to be? What do you want to be known for? That is what you should focus on. The AI twin would be great for faces on TikTok. But I heard that people was getting see, this is the thing. This is the thing that I, when it comes to AI, first of all, I just don't, it's not for me personally. I will use AI for like photo shoots and stuff like that. I think that's great. One of my students actually got inside of DWA, and she thought she was going to focus on reselling DWA, and she's cold with making AI content. So now she sells. Y'all, this is what I be trying to say. This is what I mean. Like, you have to really have an open mind getting into this space, because I've seen people take off and their plan was to just sell DWA, and it ended up being something else. And they spent so much time trying to sell DWA and it wasn't working for them. And I'm telling you, sometimes God can be calling you in a different direction, or you need to be doing something else, and that could take off. I've seen so many people, and I've helped so many people do that. But the whole thing about the AI thing, these social media platforms, they be acting funny, and then they be trying to block you and give you violations for using AI type of content. And you have to put that watermark on there saying that this is AI. And child, it just gets a little, that's why I don't fuck with it. But I mean, yeah, you could. I mean, it's a great way to promote. You may not get any kind of monetization on the platform from it, but you can at least still bring eyes to your you can still bring eyes to your business. So I guess for that reason, I create garments, teach people how to sew and use their embroidery machine, but I'm stuck trying to figure out how to manage it all. I need you, queen. I'm ready to upgrade and level up in this market. Okay, sis, yes, I would love to help you. So DWA is Digital Wealth Academy. Yeah, and it's a done for you digital marketing course that literally teaches you everything. Like, I don't know how long you've been doing your business, but it's also great for people that have, physical businesses. I have people that like were in the hair industry, right? And they were having a hard time marketing themselves. So that they use this course to help them, learn about marketing, learn about branding. And girl, the course is all video instruction, which we love, right? Because ain't nobody got time to be reading shit. And it really helps you step by step. Like, it's really game changer. And that's a thing. When I got started, I used to sell DWA to a lot of consulting companies or people that wanted to get into social media management, and help with their business or help other clients with their business. If you want to learn about branding, y'all, branding is such a powerful thing, and it can open up the doors for so many opportunities for you if you have a strong personal brand. And everybody, no matter your background, can do that. But yes, it's when you get it, like if you click the description in my box, it's going to take you to my website. And if you click on the one that says mentorship, I will give you your first 30 days of content, meaning I give you your hooks, your captions, what to post, what to say, what not to say. Because I noticed that a lot of people, when they start off that way, they don't be knowing what the hell they're doing. And we want to get the thing going and flowing for you, right? I also set up your website for you. So if you decide that you want to sell DWA, you can sell it. And that's another source of income. And every time you resell the program, you make $422. So that's a really cool thing. It's 85% commission. And again, like I tell people, if you really like break it down, just let's just break this down for a little bit. It's 128,000 people inside of the community. The community is still growing, fastest growing digital marketing course online. Girl, it go crazy. I've been and this is the power of digital marketing that I wish a lot of people understand. Like, I've been selling the same exact program, sis, literally for 16 months. When I got started, like I was saying, I got started faceless, meaning I wasn't showing my face online. But then I was like, baby, I'm here. Okay. So yeah, if you check out my channel, like I said, I share the course all the time on here. Literally, I have videos on my channel. If you check out the video that's on my landing page of saying like how I made my first 200K online, that is from that program. So yeah, if you want to get started, I'll be happy to get you started. You get my business line, so that way we can talk and meet on a weekly basis, and I help you with your strategy. But I will say, with you, your business creating garments and stuff like that, girl, you can put together an ebook, a course, and people want to learn that information. And DWA is going to show you how to do all of that. So it's great for that. Even if you decide like, hey, I don't want to use DWA to resell as a side hustle, I just want to focus on my business, that would be great for you too as well. So yeah, and like I said, I know you said that you checked out my channel before, but you never seen me. Girl, I'm on live every day. I try to get on live every single day to answer questions and help people, because I've been able to help so many people. Literally over 300 plus moms get started in this business module, and to see what it is. Some of my students make more money than me, and that's why I be trying to tell y'all, like, I don't even really commit to this because I have so many other things going on. But to consistently make 10K months from reselling a course that I didn't create, that is the power of digital marketing. But it truly all is 80% mindset, y'all. 80% mindset. Stop thinking shit is too good to be true. Stop thinking you can't do it. Stop thinking it can't happen for you. Get the worry and that thought process out of your mind. It's been done. That's what I used to have to tell myself. It's been done. These people ain't better than me. So if they selling some shit that they didn't create, why I can't do the same thing? But I've been able to branch off and create my own community. Again, I'm really passionate about helping moms. I believe all moms should be making passive income, baby, so you can do whatever it is that you want to do, live your best life with your babies outside, be at brunch, maybe go to Disneyland a few times a year, go on vacation and things like that. So I created my community, the Mompreneur Method. I don't know if you're a mom, sis, but when you get DWA, my mentorship bundle, you also, if you are a mom, I also let you in one of my mentorship groups as well. I have two. I have one called the Inner Circle Method, because I do have, like, I know guys be like, well, damn, you won't do shit for us. And it's a Telegram group. Are you a mom? Yay, girl. Okay, because we need to be outside. Okay. But yeah, so just hit me up, sis, if you're interested. If you have questions, feel free to reach out or whatever like that. I do offer like free 15-minute calls, because I know sometimes people need a little bit, better like just understanding, to know a little bit about more, to make sure it is for them. Like I said, I'm big on integrity. I'm big on making sure, like, is this can we fit this into your lifestyle? If you don't have at least a couple hours a day to really dedicate to learning the information and learning how to set up your business, then I wouldn't necessarily do it. Again, in the beginning, y'all, I used to didn't say that shit. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm like, baby, look, I just wanted to make it. But when I exceeded that, seriously, like, I'm really big. I'm really, really big. I'm not just trying to get some money out of nobody or nothing like that. I really want you, because, baby, my name is on it. You're a representation of me if you buy some shit from me. So I need you to be on your shit. So if you ask anybody that's in my community, this is why I check on my people. Like, hey, what's going on? What you doing? I ain't seen you, know what I mean, y'all? I'm telling y'all, nothing happens overnight. For some people, it has, right? But you need to be realistic with yourself and really commit to the information. Y'all, I've been able to help people from the ages of 16 all the way up to 67. So I know that anything is possible. The lady that I helped that was 67 years old, baby, had never used a computer, didn't really understand the what social media was, had only ever used a typewriter, and it took some time, but I got her through it, and sis made well over 50K as a complete beginner. So if she can do it, that's why I be like, baby, I can help anybody. Okay. And I ain't gonna lie, in that time when I was helping her, when Jesus sent her my way, I was like, I don't know if we're gonna do this. But again, with changing your mindset, thinking differently, and just, again, stop going down. Y'all, this is why sometimes I don't be on social media like that, because I get it. It's easy to kind of compare yourself and see, like, oh, well, this person, they made 30K in 3 hours. Like, stop doing that, because sometimes motherfuckers be lying. I'm just gonna be honest. Sometimes motherfuckers, and again, I'm not about to rent no car. I'm not about to rent out no space. That way, I think I show up like how I do. There's a lot of, baby, when I tell you I be outside, okay? But I purposely don't create my content like that or in that reason, because I don't want people to always expect that out of me. I show up dusty, crusty, just like this. As y'all can see, baby, hot and sweaty, about to go to my other little workout class, just to show people, like, it's not that deep. All you have to do is give people value. When you learn a skill and you take the time to learn this information, and you're passionate about it, people can see that. Okay. It's not, you got to get on here and tell some big made up story, whatever. Tell your truth. Talk about why you got started. Talk about why you're burnt out. Talk about why you wanted to leave that motherfucking job, right? That's what's going to resonate with people. That's all people care about, okay? Talk about why people should get started. And that's all, again, that's all I do. I'm not trying to beg y'all or tell y'all whatever. Maybe if you want the information, you want the information. I'll be happy to get you started. I'll mentor you along the way, but you got to be committed. You got to want the shit for yourself. And you have to change your mindset, y'all. Stop thinking that making money is just so hard to do. Again, a lot of us are conditioned from baby births that the only way that we can get some money is if we kill ourselves, put in a whole bunch of hours or whatever like that. And it's like, no, baby, the moment that I started making money in my sleep, I said, oh, bitch, it's over. Oh, it's what I got to do. For real. And that's, y'all, I'm telling y'all, that is why I show up like how I do. But I also, again, and sometimes I'll be like, my story is just, and I'm not just saying it because it's just me saying this shit, but like I really feel like my shit is so unique, y'all, because I still work my 9 to 5. And I'm not ashamed to say that. My 9 to 5 is like, I love my job. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all, don't, baby, I'm working right now. About to go to my F45 class on the clock. Sure the fuck am. You know what I mean? Like, I love what I get to do, but on the side, be able to make, and like I said, to be able to buy my Range Rover. Okay, baby, when I be pulling up to my job, people be looking like, who is this up here? Who the fuck is this? Like, for real. But I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? I love it because maybe I think I've always been that kind of person where it's like, I don't want to have to go hard really in anything that I do. Ain't that fucked up? That sound kind of fucked up. But maybe that's what it is. I think that's what it is, because like everybody asks me all the time, why haven't you quit your job? Why haven't you quit your job? Maybe I can quit any day. I could walk away. Baby, I didn't make my salary in 4 months. Less than that, really. But it's just like, I love that I don't have to worry about health insurance and trying to outsource to that. I love that, you know what I'm saying, my job, they give us little bonuses and stuff like that. I love that I don't, what JT said, I don't have to go as hard. I don't have kids. I don't have to go as hard. I got kids though. Y'all know what I'm saying? So again, and that's the thing. I think a lot of people just get in this space like, oh, I'm doing this so I can quit my job. Again, if you miserable on your job, baby, quit your job. But all income, baby, to me, is good income. That's why I said so, baby. I got Airbnb. I have Turo. I'm just dibbled and dabbled back into UGC, and my main money motherfucking maker, baby, is DWA. But it genuinely helps people, and I don't feel bad about saying that. I don't feel bad about talking about it. I don't feel bad getting on here sharing my story with y'all because the shit works. There are students that I have mentored, and like I said, sometimes that's where I be in my feelings. That's why I said, y'all, I got to get back to vlogging, because I was talking about this in my blog. Like, one of my students just hit me up. We haven't talked in a while. Like, she was probably one of the, maybe like the third or fourth person that I mentored. Sis made $500,000. $500,000. And I'm like, I'm not hating on them. Like, I'm just so proud. And I'm like, but when I say she shows up every fucking day, every single day on live, shows up consistently, y'all. So again, what this is a business module that what you put into it is what you're gonna get out. But again, like, I can't say it enough, like, have an open mind, because I've helped people that had, like what I was talking about earlier. Y'all got hurry because I gotta get ready to go. But I had helped people that had like different courses, right? And you know, I started helping them. They got DWA, and they were really focused on, because they too wanted to just resell a course, right? Because everybody talking about selling these courses. That's the part I can't stand. It's the liars, and I can always snip them. You know what I'm saying? For real, like for real. And that be the part, and that's a whole story and another story, y'all. Like, that be, and I'm just like, bro, I be seeing motherfuckers renting cars, y'all. Renting cars to make, like, baby, y'all want to see? I'll show y'all my pink slip to my Range Rover, baby. Paid cash for it. Now, granted, it ain't brand new, but it's a motherfucking 2020. I was proud to say that I bought my goddamn Range Rover new. Okay, like, cash, baby. But no, what was I saying? I didn't get sidetracked. But I didn't forget what I was saying, y'all. Because the liar shit, it boils my blood sometimes. So I'm like, bro, it be people, and again, y'all, that's why sometimes I be, y'all, this is me being honest, and me, I could make, do y'all know, if I need to like record when I be talking to people, when people like message me and I have these calls with people and they be ready. Oh, girl, I'm ready to get DW right now. And I'm like, okay, sis. And like, I ain't gonna lie, you know how you be having the little devil in the, look, I don't claim the devil over here, but I'm just saying, but you know how you be having like the thoughts. Sometimes I be like, fuck it, let me just get this money. But I'm like, no, because I just believe in having integrity and being a good person first. You gonna have longevity. I don't give a damn about no goddamn followers. And that'd be another thing, y'all. I don't have no large following. I know people, I have creative friends that have 300 plus followers, and I make more money than them. So all of that, like, it doesn't mean anything. It does not mean a damn thing, like, at all. And I want people to understand. I hate that social media makes people feel like they're less than or that they can't achieve these. Baby, who is she? You know what I'm saying? And it took me some time to get there when I started being able to be in these spaces. And that's another thing why I'm grateful for DWA. One thing I talk about is if y'all go on my YouTube channel, I shared it on my, honestly, it's probably like one of the last videos that I posted when I went to because another thing, DWA has these events, and then we had an event in Miami. To be in a room full of so many, like just so many 7-8 figure earners. And I used to feel a certain type of way, like, oh, I know they ain't trying to talk to me, bitch. I didn't only made a little $200,000 or whatever like that, and I know that the way that I carry myself, I know that my confidence, and it's, no disrespect to anybody like that, motherfuckers was like really glued and wanted to talk to me and really wanted to like get knowledge out of me. And I'm like, bitch, I'm trying to get on the level that you at. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm telling y'all, like, you really have to just get in this space and be your own person, be in your own motherfucking lane, baby. I'm not worried about what this person is doing. I'm not worried about, because again, I know when people get started, they'll watch this person, they'll watch this person. That'd be another thing. You got 18,000 mentors, but damn, you got 18 mentors. Why isn't it taking off for you? And that's why I try to get on here, give away free knowledge, give away gems, answer questions. But even I get it at a certain point now, because that's another thing. Look, y'all, I'm telling y'all all my business, but I'm gonna say this because it do be pissing me off. I have so many people that have literally said to me, and this is y'all why I had to start charging, like for real, because I'm like, bro, I'm giving away shit for free. Like I literally would give people content ideas, give them their game plan, everything like that, right? And they will literally come back to me and say, "Oh, I paid such and such $300 for them to mentor me, but they ain't helping me do nothing. I ain't getting nowhere. I get more information out of you from your lives than an actual one-on-one with them." And I'm like, okay, but y'all never shout me out. Y'all never want to leave no testimonies for me, but it's cool. It's cool though. It's cool though. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's cool. So there's definitely been a shift that I had to go through for myself to know your price and really tax that shit. But at the same time, I still believe that being a good person, knowing what you're talking about, having integrity, I can't say that enough, it really will take you far. It really will. Even though sometimes it'll hurt your feelings. Cause y'all be over here. I'll be like, bro, but there's a reason why things happen. There's a reason why things happen. You know what I'm saying? And God will. Hey, Shamika, I didn't even see you, sis. I'm sorry. The key is just getting in the room and learning other like exactly. But putting your stank on it, sis. That's the thing that when I see other people like, yeah, you should use it for motivation and inspiration. But how can I make this me? You know what I mean? How can I put me? How do when people know it that it's here? Of course, everything that people do online, baby, trust me, the idea didn't came from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody copies off air, but what I'm saying is to the whole point of this and the whole point, what I've learned, y'all, from making money, consistent money in your sleep is stand out. Don't be afraid to say some shit that, again, I tell y'all, I get online and drop gems and tell y'all all the time that your mentor or your coach probably will tell you, no, don't do that. You should be using those hashtags, digital marketing, digital what. Yeah, they saying that shit because they got 300,000 followers. Your ass got 20. You're not going to get anywhere. I'm going to tell you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Misinformed people, what you say? Misinformed people tell others that they don't make money because they don't have many. Hold on. Did I read that right? Misinformed people tell others they don't make money because they don't have any followers. Right. Am I reading it right? I feel like I'm reading that wrong. Chris, I'm a little off sometimes. But yeah, that's the thing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I started making money with 50 followers. If I can make money, y'all can make money with 50 followers. Like that's what I'm like, baby, them followers don't mean shit. And then my whole thing is this. I tell a lot of my students this too when they get started. They'll be like, yo, I'm sorry, I'm hot and sweaty. Baby, I know they're gonna be like, girl, I'm sorry. Let me say this and I'm gonna get off for I tell a lot of my students because they'll dread because again, social media be making people feel like, oh, you're not getting a whole bunch of views. Y'all go look on my page. Go look at how many views I get. But guess what? My message is motherfucking clear. It's not about, oh, you're getting 10,000 views. I know people that literally get 20 millions of views and can't sell shit. Can't get nobody to buy nothing. Can't get nobody to click the link in their bio. It's about your messaging. And it's some dope ass, I know some dope ass creators that have less than 300 followers or whatever, right? And their message is clear. And guess what? They're converting. So again, like get that out of your head. Them numbers, none of that stuff means. I'd rather have 50 people watch my shit and 25 of them convert versus me having 10,000 people and don't nobody say nothing. So again, like none of that shit matters. I get on average, because my ass do be disappearing. Like consistency is everything, y'all. Consistency is everything. Where I'll post a video on average, I might get maybe 1,700, 1,700. That's usually like my average, 2,000 views, right? But when I be disappearing from Instagram, girl, and I got to build back up my momentum, I be at 200, 300, but guess what? People still convert. So again, it's all about your message and how are you coming across? People feeling your energy. Are you confident? Do you know what the hell you talking about? So I'm telling y'all, this is my game plan. This is how I truly feel like you can successfully sell a done for you digital marketing course like DWA. So you get DWA, right? You get DWA, like I said, you're gonna get my mentorship bundle. You'll see it on my website. Just click the link. And you can literally get started on payment plan for $55, which is crazy, right? Get started. You'll learn the information. I'm going to set up your content plan for you and everything like that. But again, you have to motherfucking believe in yourself. I can't make you do that. I can talk to you, coach you, do all that, but it's literally up to you, right? But one thing that I like to do that I really feel like is game changer that can bring in a lot. And this is really if you have any business, not even just a digital marketing business, right? I think you said, sis, that like how you had your embroidery business, make a YouTube channel, right? Show people behind y'all. I'm telling y'all, people be really sleeping on this. This is why I'm trying to like do a documentary of my community that I launched myself. But show people the behind the scenes, show people the ups and downs, show people the shit that you go through. I'm a one-woman team. Everything that I do it by myself. Like, yeah, I had a little virtual assistant, whatever like that, but that was my niece. So, and her ass is young as hell and she don't know how to act. I'm just giving away goddamn money. But no, but seriously, show people behind the scenes, y'all. Show people of your journey. I don't want to say this in a way where it sounds kind of fucked up, but you'll even get some people that damn near kind of feel sorry for you, and that can bring in sales. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it like that, but you know what I mean? But like, show people your behind the scenes, your day and day, how you working on your business, different graphics that you working on. Give people that voice, like, hey y'all, I'm thinking about launching this, and do y'all like this? Do y'all like this logo versus this logo? Like, when you force people to kind of get involved, it's going to help you grow your brand and expand your brand. And it really can be game changer for you. I had a young man who I helped him get started with his CDL business, thing like that. Again, he thought he was going to focus on, it's like all the guys want to get into CDLs, but okay, do your thing. But like, he really was so determined to focus on selling DWA. He wasn't getting the sales because he wasn't passionate about it. He wasn't in love with the shit. And that's what I come to. One day we were just talking on our one-on-one, and I was like, so what is it that you like to do? What do you enjoy doing? He was like, well, I'm in the process of, I want to start like my business, and helping people, because as a Black man, it's hard to like all the shit that you got to go through. And like the way he was talking about it, I was like, that's what the fuck you need to be talking about. Y'all, when I tell y'all, we redid his strategy, redid everything, started focus on CDLs. I helped him create some of his ebooks and even create his course, and took the fuck off. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I cannot say it enough, y'all. I know you see people doing it and you see it's working for them, but use it as a stepping stone. God may have a bigger plan for you, okay? Again, my story is my story. Your story gonna be your story, okay? In other words, I see people accuse others of not making money because the person, Christian. Well, my whole thing is, why you commenting on somebody else's shit? And that's why I be like, child, I can't. Do you offer a channel? Yes, it's all check out your channel. Absolutely for free. Like, I ain't like that. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if you have Instagram, sis. Send me a message, because unfortunately on YouTube, you can't send no goddamn message. YouTube, we need a messaging platform. Y'all need all these goddamn upgrades. Can we get a messaging feature, please? Unfortunately, that's me. Yeah, y'all, get the fuck out of y'all head, okay? There's too much money out here to be made. Somebody said the other day, well, aren't you feeling it because of the economy? No, I'm not. Not at all. You know why? Because I'm telling you, people, no shade to anybody that went to the Chris Brown concert. I have seen people spend their last on going to go see Chris Brown. Now, granted, that Chris Brown concert, it may have made you feel amazing. It may have made you feel all tingly inside. And I'm happy for you, sis. But at the same time, to come back and still be broke, to come back and not have no money, and you literally could have taken a portion of that money that you spent to go to Chris Brown and invest in yourself and learn a skill that will literally set you up to never be broke a day in your life. Motherfuckers just need to get their priorities together. If you are broke, you have to have that conversation with yourself. I'm not doing everything. I have not exhausted all of my resources that I possibly can do in order to get out of my situation. And that was the conversation that I had to have with myself. Why the fuck am I broke? I have everything that there is that I want to have in this life, but yet I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Something's not right. You know what I mean? And that's why I was like, you know what? I don't give a damn what it takes. And luckily, and I'm so grateful to God that I came across this opportunity, because it truly did change my life. But I don't believe in coincidence. It was all within alignment, because I was so fed up in my head. I was so fed up. I said, baby, I don't know what it is. I like it. I mean, I be on the internet anyway, so I need to try to figure it. And then that's when I started hearing about digital marketing and selling other courses, but being able to learn the skills and take the skills and run with it, game changer. So again, if you are broke, if you are living paycheck to paycheck, It's not the economy. It's not baby. You need to look into why are you not doing your research? Why are you not finding ways? Because to see so many people become self-made millionaires, I don't know about y'all. That should be inspiring me. I really believe it's a God-made millionaire because I believe Jesus gives us the opportunity. But that's another story, another story. But no, but I'm just saying, like seriously, like you have to y'all. I'm from baby. I can use every excuse. Both of my parents were drug addicts. I grew up in the system. I grew up in the hood. Like I can use all that shit and say, oh, you know, woe is me or whatever. But it's like, no, you have to make it up in your mind, be delusional, whatever the fuck it is you want to call it, right? And be like, no, I'm going to change my situation. I'm going to be the generational curse breaker. I'm going to be the first millionaire in my family. So the fuck what? Ain't nobody walked this path that I personally know, bitch. I'm going to do it myself. You know what I mean? And when you get that type of mindset and you move that way, baby, doors will start opening for you, but you got to want that shit for yourself. It got to start with you first. And affiliate marketing, digital marketing, y'all, credit repair, what else? Coaching, all of these things are high paying niches, and people are willing, y'all. DoorDash, if y'all don't take nothing from me what I said today, because I know I got people here that ain't never seen me before. Think about how DoorDash works. Motherfuckers is lazy, myself included. And people will pay an extra $20 to get a cheeseburger delivered to them, right? If you don't take the knowledge that you have in something, which I know you do, if you a mom, baby, you once used to raise some kids, so you know about raising kids, you can give some parenting advice. If you a daddy, talk about how it's hard to be a black man or a black daddy. I don't know or whatever, but put your knowledge in something and you can sell it and people will buy it. Okay. I'm just saying straight up. Okay. That's why I love digital marketing. That's why I love affiliate marketing. But okay, y'all. That's my TED Talk for today. But if you have any questions, like I said, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, y'all. I'm trying to get back into vlogging because y'all keep asking me. Now, when I start posting these motherfucking vlogs, y'all better watch this shit, okay? Because y'all be saying, well, you haven't posted a vlog. You haven't. I ain't seen y'all. So I'm about to start back. I'm about to start back vlogging. I'm gonna start posting them, y'all, and I'm gonna start definitely doing some more videos. But let me know what type of videos y'all need to see, what you need help with. I'll be happy. This is what I do, y'all. I'm extremely passionate about helping others because it truly has changed my life. I love to be able to help somebody and get $1 too. Okay. I'm not saying oh, I do everything for free, but you know what I'm saying? So seriously though, but look into digital marketing, affiliate marketing. Like I said, DWA in particular, you can get started on a payment plan. Start learning these skills, y'all. Start learning these skills. You'll be surprised by the end of the year where you could be. Like literally in 15 days, I literally changed, in 23 days, my eyes were like open because that was the most money I had ever made in such a short period of time. And I was like, baby, it's only up from here. And it has only been up from here. Okay. And to be a person that does this half-ass, baby, you better get on this. Okay. But all right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. What you say? I'm living stitch to stitch. Okay. What's that mean? I'm living stitch to stitch. Oh, literally. I feel you, Sue. Well, we're gonna help you get out of that. We're gonna help you get that. So definitely send me your messages. I'd love to help you get started. Okay. I'll be watching. No facts. She said that's crazy. Facts. That's the baby. I'm telling you, baby, when people was using all that, when people was spending all that money on Beyonce, I said, child, and you broke. Girl, Beyonce already rich. Y'all, that'd be another thing. When people like, so when they can name everybody a person's accolades and all the stuff they did and accomplished, baby, but what have you accomplished? Well, we're going to fix that. But all right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.